Well, this is a new one. Operation Try and Fix My Sleep Schedule turned into Operation Fuck My Sleep Schedule up even more than it already is. 10:38. I've never woken up that late before in genuinely 5-6 years. And the reason is because, holy fuck, my brain is fried. Is because every once in a while, I usually like to do these kind of like resets to where if I'm super sleep deprived, I can kind of feel myself getting to that point. So I crashed around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And thankfully, I was off work today, so I just didn't set an alarm. And I was like, let's just see when my body wakes up and how much sleep it actually needs. So that means I slept about 10 hours, which means I've been averaging just under 5 hours a night, which I've done before in the past, but definitely after long enough of doing it, which I usually get to that point about every 3 to 4 weeks of doing it every single day, like 4 to 5 hours a night. I usually need about one like reset button per month to the point where I just allow my body to sleep, catch up, and honestly, I feel great now. But with that being said, I'm about to get ready for the gym, and you know what comes next. Chest and shoulders complete. Decided to do my cardio right after the lift as well, just because since I don't work today, I figured I was like, I might as well kill two birds with one stone, save a bit of time. And then on top of that, the way that I'm structuring my cardio recently has been 30 minutes, like back-to-back days, and then an hour, and then 30 minutes, an hour, and just continuously repeating that cycle. The reasoning behind it, honestly, don't know. Just sounded right in my head, which is actually a good point and something that I want to talk to you guys about as I prepare the stack that I'm going to swallow all in pill form now. Pause, no Diddy. Because, it's kind of weird. I am seen as like this guy who knows a shit ton of stuff about fitness and mindset and stuff, which I am, but people think that it's like they don't really understand how I got here. They think it's like I just have all of this knowledge from, like, I was just placed down by the gods and I just fucking spawned here as like this. Quite honestly, some people see me as like a machine from how much I work, how hard I train, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I mean this in the most non-egotistical way possible. Like, I hate showboating. I hate sounding and coming off egotistical, but that's just fact. Everything I just said was fact. And the reasoning behind it and the way that I was able to get to this position where people see me as this now is simply because I just tried shit. Like, if something makes sense in my head, I'll be like, all right, cool, I'm going to try it. Like, for example, new part of the stack. It's like a water pill, which essentially just gets all the excess water out of your body. And considering the fact that I'm cutting, I want to look dry as possible. Our bodies hold a shit ton of water. So as a result, what am I doing to combat that? Water pill. Have I ever tried one before? No. Do I think it's going to work? I don't know. We're going to see. The serving size is 4 So we're going to take 6. And the reasoning behind that is because I, personally, am extremely tolerant. And my body is extremely resilient when it comes to stimulants of any kind. I don't know why. That's just how it's always been. It's not like I've built up a tolerance to this shit, because half of this stuff I haven't even tried before in my life. But my body just naturally has a high tolerance to any type of drug, stimulant, like narcotic, like literally you name it, my body has a high tolerance to it. Like I don't drink basically at all anymore. And when I do drink, it is very far and few in between. But even still, most people, when they take a significant time off drinking, they come back and their tolerance is completely fucked. And like 2 drinks in, they're completely drunk off their ass. Me, I can drink with people that are, and I have done in the past as well, I can drink with people that are 100, 150 pounds heavier than I am. And that's not even like saying that to like flex or anything. I can drink with people that are significantly heavier than me, that are basically borderline alcoholics, and I can go shot for shot with them. I can go drink for drink with them. Do I know why? No. That's just how I am. And it's the same thing, not even just with alcohol, with drugs, with stimulants, with pills, with any type of supplementation. Whatever the recommended dose is, I have to always do more. And is that a double-edged sword maybe? Who knows? I don't think so. I just think that my body is extremely resilient, and until I get it to that level to where it's like, knock, 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 hey, motherfucker, take this shit or else. That's essentially how my mind thinks. And, you know, as a result, I think it's worked pretty well so far, if I do say so myself. But, like I said, not to be egotistical or anything, as I prepare, this is actually ridiculous. Like, look at this. This looks like a science lab. This is fucked. This is actually fucked. There is no way, shape, and form that I'm doing this all in one go. I know I said before that if you can't swallow all your pills in one go, you're a bitch. Play the clip. If you cannot swallow all your pills in one go, you are a pussy. I know I said that, but hindsight being 2020, I'm going to reverse the statement. If you can swallow all of this in one go, pause, you are the throat goat. Oh my God, what am I even talking about? All right, I'm losing my mind over this shit. Holy fuck. All right, all of this is now ready to fucking rock and roll. I'm going to do the water pills by themselves. Also, stim of the day. I poured some of it into this jug. It is black cherry vanilla, Gorilla Mind. I poured some of it into this jug, and inside of this jug is lemon, pink Himalayan salt. Oh, I almost forgot. Genuinely, this right here, L-carnitine, beautiful. If you can find a liquid version of it that comes in like a pill bottle, or not a pill bottle, if it comes in like kind of like a water bottle almost type thing, if you can find liquid carnitine, get it. But unfortunately, my store didn't sell it. They only sold the powdered form or the pill form version of it. So I went with powder just because, as you can see, I'm already kind of loaded on the pill front. But without any further ado, let's knock some of this shit out. All right, I'm gonna do all the fat ones. Jeez, this is getting more and more homosexual by the second. Fish oil, vitamin C. Still don't know what the fuck this is. This is actually ridiculous. And then we'll do all those in one go. Sounds like a plan. Bro, that black one felt like it was playing pinball off the inside of my throat. What in the fuck was that? Oh my God. That felt like a shot of espresso, dude. Honestly, you know? Like, when your breath gets taken away from you and, like, breathing isn't, like, a given, that's like a shot of espresso, because you're like, am I gonna die from a fucking pill? I know I said I was gonna do the second batch all in one go, but those bigger ones low-key made me a pussy, and I was like, I'm not doing that shit again. I'm not choking again, because I didn't like how that felt. Okay, all of that bullshit is finally over. I'm off today, though. Check that out. Fucking sick. Agenda for the day. I have a rant that I want to record for you guys. Probably going to do that outside on the back patio. But honestly, fuck this cut, to be honest. Fuck it. I hate it. I don't enjoy starving myself at all, which I don't think anyone does for that matter. But I fucking hate it. And I'm genuinely, I think I've been up for like 2.5 hours so far, and I've genuinely played out in my head about 16 different scenarios and things that I could tell you to make you that like believe that I'm cutting when I'm not, and like some way that I can swindle my way into like going on a lean bulk and just going to 200 pounds at 8% body fat without doing this hypercut. But I'm a man of my word, and this is the plan that I made for myself. I'm not going to waver from it. I'm not going to negotiate with myself or with you. And yeah, we're sticking to the motherfucking plan. Do I want to eat right now? Absolutely. Do I enjoy one meal a day? No. Do I enjoy what it gives me, though? Do I enjoy the results of being extremely mentally sharp, of being lean? Yeah. Do I enjoy it? No. Do I enjoy what it gives me? Yes. And that is the premise of my entire life. I hate what I do, but I love what it gives me.
2 hours later.
So the original plan was to record outside, but I don't know if you can see that, but it just started pissing raining. So I came back inside. I've just been editing the video that you'll end up be watching today, which is the 28th of August, because I have these videos coming out one day ahead. This little fucking guy shaking in his boots because of the rain. He doesn't like storms. But in the meantime, I want to talk to you guys about a very important concept that me and my boy actually discussed yesterday. And it honestly ties back in to why I genuinely work as hard as I do. And you guys essentially, you don't see all of it. I try to include a lot of it, but certain aspects of it, like the work side of things, where I'm literally just sitting here working on my computer, whether it's editing videos, building programs for some of my clients, like a lot of that stuff, I like to be solitude and I don't really like to keep the camera on. But I try to encapsulate as much of it as possible, or at least after the fact, like just talk about it with these like head talking segments and just kind of like put you guys inside of my mind and then teach you guys the lessons that I learned along the way. But the reason that I genuinely work as hard as I do, and what I talked about with my boy yesterday, was that I can boil it down to a simple quote that Andrew Tate actually said. Probably shouldn't have said his name because this video will probably get banned, but you have to be better than your competition on their best day when it is your worst day. And that's essentially what I'm going for. Like, yeah, I'm pushing myself to a level where I might not be operating at 100% every single day. Some days it might be 60, some days it might be 20, some days it might be 10, some days it might be 90 or 100, but I'm not operating at the most optimized level every single day. And I'm fine with that, because I know that the consistency of putting in that much effort every single day is training not only my body, but it's training my mind to be able to perform better than my competition on their best day when I might not be having my best day myself. And when I do have my good days, it's not even going to be close. I'm not even going to be in the same stratosphere as my competition. It's going to be on a whole nother level. But then even on my worst days, I'm still better than my competition. And that's what it's all about, is pushing yourself to such a level and just becoming so undeniable in and of yourself. And honestly, that's what it really comes down to. Like, I was just sitting here thinking for a couple minutes about like how much more I can explain about it, but that's really what it comes down to, is just becoming so fucking good that it's not even a question. You could be having a shit day, but you're still better than your competition. You could be having a great day and you're not even close. Like, the competition gap isn't even close. Like, you are so much better on your good days, but then even on your worst days, you're still better. It might not be by much, but you're still better. Even on your worst days, and they're at their absolute best day, they still can't touch you. That's what it's all about. And that's why I work as hard as I do. Yeah, it might have some diminishing returns in the long run, but this actually goes into another topic as well, which I'm going to segue into real quick, which is that I would rather live 50 years as a lion than 90 years as a sheep, to be honest. Like, so many people are like, one of the biggest things that I get is that, oh, how you like, you're going to die early or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I would genuinely rather live less and leave more of an impact than live longer and just be a fucking nobody the rest of my life. Like, that's how I see things. It's a bit, I guess, controversial or a hot take, if that's what you even fucking call it nowadays. But like, that's genuinely how I see it. I would rather live less, leave more of an impact than live twice as long, but nobody remembers my name. I never left a positive impact on the world. I never took care of the people that I cared about. And that's just how I see things. And as a result of that, that doesn't mean that my goal is to live less. Obviously, I want to live as long as I possibly can. But if pushing myself to this level, physically and mentally every single day, if that results in me dying a few years earlier than Joe Schmo over here who never takes risks, never goes out into the world and actually like gives it everything he has to something, if that means that I live a bit less than that guy, but I leave 100 times the impact, I make 100 times more money, I change the lives of everyone that I care about around me, I give to a bunch of charities, I retire my parents, I make sure that my girlfriend never has to work a day in her life unless she wants to. Like, if that's what it means, just to live a couple years less, then I will take that shit every day of the week. Is that selfish? I really don't think so. Because even though I may leave the world and leave the people that I care about sooner than I would like to, the legacy that I will leave even after I'm gone will be more monumental than if I live twice as long and no one gives a fuck because I never did anything important. Today's been weird. I don't know why. I feel like it's because I've had so many like crazy, busy, and honestly crazy good days, like back to back to back to back to back, that now that I have a day off from work and it's kind of slow and like I'm literally just sitting here still editing, like it hasn't really been as action packed. Like, still train, still do my cardio, but it's not really as action packed as I'm used to. And I understand that every day is not going to be super crazy, super high impact, super like entertaining content wise, but this is the reality of it. Like, that's what I want you guys to understand. That's the reality of it. Every single day isn't going to be a super entertaining day on the way to the top. Some days you just got to show up. You just got to do what you need to do. It's not going to be glamorous. It's not going to be sexy. It's not going to be entertaining. You just show up, do what you need to do, and move on to the next day. And yeah, you're going to have entertaining moments along the way. Yeah, you're going to have insane stories to tell someday. But it's not every single day that's going to be like that. And over the course of posting every single day of this Jacked and Rich series of however many days this ends up being, you guys are going to see that not every single day is going to be super entertaining. And I hope that you guys still watch it, obviously, even though it's still not entertaining. But I want you to understand that that's the reality of it. Every single day is not going to be high energy, high octane, high impact, like super boom, 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 boom. That's why I kind of add the little workout edits at the beginning to just kind of give you guys a little bit of dopamine, at least at the beginning. But a lot of it is just going to be me talking and showing you guys visually and verbally explaining what the day-to-day process is like of a guy getting to the top. And the large majority of it is sitting at this desk with my computer, aka iPad, just editing, working, typing, like just doing what I need to do. And if that doesn't sound entertaining to you, then maybe this life isn't meant for you. But for those of you that are willing, and not even willing, for those of you who want more and want to do whatever it takes, this is what it takes. It's going to be boring. It's going to be, quite honestly, probably lonely, unless you have a brother or a group, a community of brothers that are like-minded and have similar goals as you and are just as ambitious as you and just as crazy as you. If you have those brothers, you can use them as fuel during these moments that are quite honestly boring, and you can use their energy as fuel to still do the boring work, which is actually the work that yields the results. Because a lot of the times, all the glamorous shit, especially in the fitness world, like all these glamorous exercises that you see, they don't really work. It's the same boring shit that we've been doing for the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It's the same exercises that yield the most results, but people just keep coming out with these new exercises, new optimal training routines that are supposed to work better but really don't. It's the same basic shit. And that goes for everything in life. Master the basics and become genuinely so undeniable at doing the basics that you'll be seen as great. And you will be great, because mastering the basics and mastering the fundamentals of anything in any aspect of your life is truly what takes you to the top. So yeah, I'm just going to finish editing this video, do a little bit more work for a new client that I just signed, and that's going to be the rest of my night. It's not going to be glamorous, but it's necessary. Like, subscribe, comment some Q&A questions, do all that shit. I'll see you in the next one.